Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Cory here with Wilder Woman. My face is a little red right now, and I realize that's because of all of the screaming that I did during the Super Bowl. I am filming this right after. I apologize because I look like a hot mess right now, but I wanted to jump on here and record my favorites videos for you guys before I forgot. So we're covering favorites for the month of January. As promised, I'm still going to do a kind of check-in or maybe even recap-ish of my January work for the year in a life of a Wiccan. But I'm still working out some of the footage, so bear with me. That should go up in a couple days, maybe next weekend. But I at least wanted to pop on here and talk about some of my favorites because I had a lot of favorites that weren't even necessarily magical related. A lot of them are, but still wanted to kind of cover them for you. And so I have a lot of vitamins in front of me. But we'll start with some of the more fun stuff. So this is an amazing crystal grid candle from Love, Light, and Legacy. It is sweet lavender and honey. It smells amazing. And I might have even mentioned this in my December favorites video. I don't think so, because this is the January candle. But what I wanted to show you, because I haven't burnt it yet, I'm saving it for a special occasion, but I wanted to show you this amazing freaking crystal grid. So Devin over at Love, Light, and Legacy and her wonderful hubby make these custom crystal grids along with these crystal candles, and they make a different one each month. And the 3L tribe has been buying them all out before they have a chance to go public. We're special people, and we love Devon's candles, and she's been making them in smaller batches. The goal is to make them in larger batches eventually, obviously. But as you see here, we've got Amazonite on here, we have kyanite, and we've got amethyst. And there's only so many, crystal chips that you can buy in order to make the grids, at least, for now in the way that she has been picking them up. So I actually have been using this. This has been programmed, and it is sitting on my Fortuna altar. And at some point, this lovely candle is also going to be lit, but probably during a ceremony. So I've just been kind of like hoarding her. I purchased another one, a special edition blue moon candle that was actually made during this past lovely blue blood full moon that occurred here on the 31st. So I'm eagerly waiting for that to come in. And I've been eagerly waiting for the February candles because they're kind of amazing. And I believe they're going to be released on Tuesday. So we'll see how that goes. The tribe has first crack though. So if you're not a part of the tribe, hit the description box below because I'm going to link it. Okay, it's worth it. So moving on to all of these vitamins and things that I mentioned for you guys. So I have been using the daily vitamin pack from doTERRA. So we've got this guy here, this essential oil mega complex, which is basically an omega complex, but completely plant-based from essential oils. So the oils that are used in this guy: clove bud, frankincense, thyme, cumin, wild orange, peppermint, ginger, caraway seed, German chamomile flower. And it's fantastic. And this is a 1-month supply. And then we have the vitamin complex. So this is just daily vitamin, all completely plant-based, as I mentioned. So let's see, we've got kale, dandelion leaf powder, parsley leaf powder, kelp stem and leaf powder, broccoli aerial parts powder, Brussels sprout, cabbage, spinach, and then we've got an active enzyme blend, which is protease, lactase, a whole bunch of good stuff for you that I can't pronounce. And doTERRA tummy tamer blend, caraway, ginger, and peppermint. And it's because, you know, for me, daily vitamins are something that are really hard to take down. I have tried every freaking prenatal vitamin I think that's on the market, including the gummy ones, because they were a lot easier to choke down. They wouldn't make me nauseous. However, they had like a ton of sugar in them. Like, they really killed my teeth. These guys, they're amazing. They're amazing, and I notice a difference if I forget to take them for a couple days. I notice a big difference. Whereas with previous vitamins, it was neither here nor there if I took them or not. These are freaking amazing. And in addition to that, I have been taking this On Guard proprietary. This is a protective blend. So this doesn't just have On Guard blend in it. This also has wild orange. Okay. So we've got On Guard protective blend, wild orange, clove, black pepper, cinnamon leaf, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, oregano, rosemary, melissa. So it has On Guard soft gel contain doTERRA On Guard essential oil blend along with black pepper, oregano, and melissa for additional immune support as needed. So I take one of these in the morning. It's been helping me out, especially after having the flu at the end of December, like rolling into January. I am like on it to make sure I take these every day. Because I feel like I was kind of like about taking them through November and December, and I'm not going to risk that anymore. So I take one of those a day, and then also Terrazyme, which I've been taking twice a day, but you should be taking 3 times a day. So you would take these at every meal, and what this does is it helps you break down processed foods, which I end up eating a lot of processed foods. Just, you know, the nature of my job, certain foods are more convenient than others. It's unfortunate. I need to be making better choices, obviously. But until then, until I can get on track, this is a digestive enzyme complex, supports healthy digestion and metabolic processes, which, you know, are supposed to support you. It's a proprietary blend of whole food digestive enzymes and mineral cofactors that are often deficient in cooked, processed, and preservative-laden foods. So this stuff helps keep me on point. And then, so during the month, I had to end up taking antibiotics. It sucks, but there it is. And this antibiotic did not agree with my stomach, whether I ate it with food, without food, before, 20 minutes before eating meal, 20 minutes after. It didn't matter how I took these. I was nauseous for a good half hour afterwards, and it was killing me. It was so hard on my stomach. So these saved my bacon. Pardon the joke there, bad joke. This is Digestive Blend Soft Gels. I took these, and then what I did was I would rub Digestin, so on my stomach. So I did 1 to 2 drops of this, but then remember, dummy, you have a pre-diluted roller bottle. So after the first day of directly, which actually helped, directly on the stomach for the most intense part, then I was using the diluted roller bottle and just rolling it on and going. And these helped calm my stomach so much. And what Digestin has in it is, in this roller bottle, it's mixed with fractionated coconut oil. We've got peppermint, ginger. That was helping a lot. Caraway, coriander, tarragon, and fennel. All freaking amazing for immune support. So that saved me during that week of hell taking those antibiotics. I don't know if I would have survived without those, to be perfectly honest with you. And then something new that I was trying, these veggie caps. They're completely empty. So what I was doing, because I've been taking copaiba internally on the tongue, just a couple drops, but this tastes like roots. You get used to it, but you know, it lingers for a little bit, so it's not the most pleasant tasting thing in the world. So these little capsules, I was opening up and then putting 2 drops of copaiba and actually 1 drop of frankincense in there, and taking them like once a day for a couple days there, in order to also help boost my immune system when everybody around me seemed like they were gonna die. It was like, no, thank you. So opposite taking the On Guard, I was taking that in the morning and then these 2 at night before bed. And I really feel like that helped me quite a bit. In addition to that, scent-wise, these were never far from my side because January was stressful. I'm so glad it's over. There were certain aspects of January that were incredibly fun. One of my favorites was the 31 Days of Tarot. Doing that for you guys, amazing. I loved it, but it was incredibly stressful just because of everything else that was happening with my career, with my life, with the business. So getting those videos up for you guys, making sure I had all of my graphics done for the covers, making sure I was posting links towards the end there. Last couple days, I was just uploading multiple videos at a time because there was other shit I needed to get done. Bottom line. So in order to keep my zen, while I was uploading all of those videos in my office here, I've got a little petal diffuser from doTERRA over in the corner here, and I was diffusing like a banshee holiday piece. It sold out. I know, I'm sorry you guys, but it's freaking amazing, and it has Siberian fir in it, which you can get right now. So it was either holiday piece or just straight up Siberian fir that I was diffusing while I was working, to keep me alert, to keep me focused, but also to keep that anxiety down, because there were nights where I was filming into midnight to try and get things done, uploading videos, making graphics, forgetting what day I was on for the 31 Days of Tarot. It was amazing, and I'm so glad that I completed it. I would do it again in a heartbeat. However, combined with all of the energies and everything going on with January, it was nail biting, 100%. Not gonna lie to you guys. For a minute there, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. But I made it, and Siberian fir and holiday peace helped me get through that. Now, the last oil that I want to share with you guys, I know it's a lot, but this is doTERRA's Immortelle Blend. I'm about halfway out, and I just placed my LRP order for the month of February, and I popped one of these guys in my basket because I'm like, I cannot be out of this stuff anymore. this is doTERRA's anti-aging blend, and really I just pop it over certain areas. Mostly the lines here, you know, the laugh lines, but also, you know, kind of around my eye area, not in the eye, but around here, especially, you know, I have a lot of acne scarring on the sides. And this stuff is just, it's been amazing. So this is a blend of frankincense, Hawaiian sandalwood, lavender, myrrh, helichrysum, and rose flower oil. And you don't necessarily want to be slathering this all over your face, but spot treatments, it's taken me months to get halfway through this bottle. But like I said, now that I'm halfway, I'm like, I really can't be without this. And it smells amazing. Oh, I love the scent of this stuff. So really, really, really good stuff. And then, let's see, decks. Let's talk about the decks that I've been working with mostly through January. Personally, for me, I have been working a lot with Ethany's Money Magic Manifestation deck. This is the first edition. She just came out with her second edition, which is larger. It's a larger card, so that it's a little bit more substantial in your hands to hold, but still, you know, same fantastic backing, same amazing, you know, affirmations here. And it's just a really good one. So I'm thinking I'm going to get that second edition to use as an actual affirmation deck. And then this one I want to use as just an addition to the crystal grids and magical grids that I am creating. So this one will probably be ritual only deck at that point. This is always a monthly favorite, and I'm sorry, but I love it. I can't help it. So I was using the Bad Bitches Tarot for daily draws all the way through January, and I don't really foresee that changing. I've been using it for this first few days of February as well. But something that I have busted out again to use quite a lot, and have even been using in client readings, are my Idiosynchro deck. It's an out of print deck. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. And its companion, the Amethyst Oracle. These are created by the Cracked Amethyst on Etsy. However, the Amethyst Oracle is currently out of stock, but she will be printing more, I heard. So if you really like vector graphic decks, and maybe I'll do a walkthrough of these, you're really going to want to check out this Amethyst Oracle. This is the tarot deck, and this is the Oracle. Just really, really, really gorgeous stuff. It's just supposed to be the Northern Lights, but just amazing deck, you guys. And I just, like, look at that. I love it. I love it so much. And I don't know why I hadn't been using it for a while, but in January, look at that, I had to bust it out again because it really is stunning. And it's my aesthetic, 100%. So those two I used quite a bit. Some additional decks that I have been working with for readings. I finally picked up the full-size Morgan Greer. You guys know that I have been carrying around the travel size tin for years because the box is really beat up. This one stays in my purse. But so that I could use this for like clients as I'm sitting here and not have to use the mini deck that I use for on-the-go readings. Just bit the bullet and I bought the big one about a week and a half into January. And so been using it for client readings. And it is just as amazing as working with it on the go. Love this deck so much. In addition to that, I have also been working with the Spirit de la Lune deck. Gorgeous moon mandala deck. Absolutely stunning. This was probably the first indie created deck, self-published deck that I ever purchased from Moondaughter. Gorgeous. So I have the very first edition that is in the tin, the round tin. If you were to pick this deck up now, it's going to come in a nice square box for you. But it is gorgeous. And for moon readings, for goddess readings, it is perfect. Absolutely love it. Then I've also been using this this deck is a companion deck to the self-discovery, Journey to Self-Healing and Self-Discovery course that was created by the lovely Dr. Allie, who is my doTERRA upline leader and the gold leader for Blossoms United. And this is an exclusive Blossoms United only course. And so Allie created this deck as a companion to that course, which you can print out on paper of your own as you go through the course. But she also made it available for those of us that really, want to use this deck as a daily healing tool to print it from makingplayingcards.com. So this lovely and fantastic and gorgeous chakra deck is something that I use on a regular basis for readings. It is stunning. And I love working with that, even outside of what the class was created for. So that is another one that if you got a reading from me in January, you likely saw. Now, as far as additional tools that I wanted to share with you, really crystal-wise, if I wasn't wearing it, I wasn't typically working with it, which I know is kind of weird. However, that's kind of how it goes. So this is a wonderful mala bracelet, diffuser bracelet, or wonderful little diffuser bracelet that I got from Devin over at Love, Light, and Legacy. It's got unakite, rose quartz, malachite, and garnet. And so it's a perfect mama fertility, pregnancy, postpartum bracelet. And so I pulled this out and have been using it more as I prepare to head towards the transfer that's going to happen for this next surrogacy journey. Along with that, I have been wearing a malachite bracelet, malachite chips. And you can get bracelets like this from healingcrystals.com. I bought these from a local shop, though, in Old Town, San Diego. Malachite is a fantastic stone for manifestation. The citrine chip one, and this is heat-treated citrine, not natural citrine. Still gorgeous, still yummy to work with. And those of you that have been following me for any length of time know that citrine is the crystal that I associate with my patron god, Freyr. Likewise, this is a garnet chip bracelet, and garnet is the crystal that I associate with my matron goddess Persephone. So wearing these two together is my way of showing my fealty, if you will, to my matron and patron deities. And then also rose quartz for just a little bit more self-love and the work that I've been doing with Venus over the last few months. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that Venus is the goddess that we are working with in the Goddess Circle for February. So if you want to dive into that, learn more about working with goddesses, start your self-love journey with Venus, go hit up the link below in the description box. I'm going to have a link to the Goddess Circle. It's only $12 a month. You get to keep everything. You get to go through all of the activities with us. There is lectures, there's activities, there's readings from the goddess, all sorts of juicy stuff for you to dive into to get you working with goddess energy for the first time, or to learn how to work with the energies of a new goddess if you haven't, worked with Venus before. And if you have, this may be a different way of working with her. This might be something new for you, where the activities that we dive into might be a little bit different than what you've been used to working, how you've been used to working with Venus up until now. So whether you're at the starting point or whether you've been working with goddess energy for 18, 20 years, check out the Goddess Circle, because there's some juicy stuff there from the goddesses. And in March, we will be working with Freya, the Norse goddess of love and sexuality. And even though Venus and Freya are similar, Freya is going to be all about igniting your passions. So each goddess has something different to offer. Because of all of this stuff, something else that I wanted to share with you that I'm going to talk a little bit more about during the January recap. The first one is my coloring book of shadows magical planner for 2018. And I have been recording my daily draws in here. I've been recording work stuff in here, coloring a little bit, not as much as I would like, but this hasn't been far from my side every single day in January. And in addition to that, the kids and I at night have been reading from this goddess companion. I blame Charisse Williams for this purchase, which, oh my gosh, you guys. So I bought the Goddess Companion and also the Goddess Path, which is the partner book of this one. That is currently upstairs right now. But both books were just amazing. I got them in the middle of February, really, but the kids and I have been reading through the passages each night. And so tonight we're going to be talking. The last couple nights we've been reading poetry about Bridget, even up till last night, because of Imbolc. Any of you that follow the Wheel of the Year, Imbolc or Candlemas is celebrated in the Northern Hemisphere during February 1st or February 2nd, depending on who you ask. And then the counterpart to that is Lammas. So if you are living in the Southern Hemisphere, you are celebrating Lammas or Lunasa, as it is the first harvest of the fall. So I can show you a little bit about that, pick up my bookmark later. So we've got kind of this, a poetry section, but then also there's a couple paragraphs explaining how to really incorporate that. And so the kids and I have been reading from this. It's been helping their vocabulary quite a bit, but also it's helping me too, and kind of solidify a tradition for us, because we're not a largely prayer-led family, but it's something that I feel it's time to, I would really like to incorporate that tradition into our family's traditions. Praying at night isn't something that is reserved only for those of the, Judeo-Christian faiths. Prayer is of vital importance even in pagan pathways as well, especially in Wiccan pathways. Honoring the goddess through word, honoring the god through word, honoring humanity in the universe and that which is bigger than yourself. Our words have power, and that is something that every witch is taught. So prayer, in and of itself, your intention, honoring these energies through word, prayer, is something that should come natural to anyone walking these faiths. And yet it's something that I haven't really done with the kids. I'll say prayers every once in a while, on my own. But getting them in the habit of being mindful of their words is only going to help their ritual and spell writing later on as they get older. We all start writing prayer, I think, which can be as basic as, or as complex, really, I should say, as poetry. It can be anything that you want it to be. So that's just something that I've kind of branched out and spread into with the kids, which we'll probably talk about again in the January update. But wanted to share with you a lot of my favorites. I know it was a lot of mundane stuff, like a lot of oils and things, but honestly, most of January was trying to stay as healthy as possible for work and my family, the benefit of us all. And also, it was a lot of being there for clients and really holding space for them and doing the work for them. Or not doing the work for them, but holding space for them to do the work. And also performing readings, channeling, being a messenger and conduit for others, which is one of my absolute favorite things to do. Yes, I have purchased books. Yes, there are things that I will be doing for me, especially throughout the month of February. But January was a whirlwind, you guys, especially with the 31 Days of Tarot and everything else that came about from it. So there were even days where I would run out of the house without doing my daily draw, and I would have to use one of my tarot apps, which is a good thing that there's a journal feature on all of those so that it could capture what it was that I drew so I wouldn't have to forget it. It went by fast and yet seemed to have enough stuff to really almost incorporate like 3 months worth of energy and activity and drama. So very, very grateful January is over. So happy to share these favorites with you all. I hope you enjoyed the video and found some good stuff from it. Hit the links below. Seriously, check out the 3L Tribe and check out my Goddess Circle, because spiritual community, I think, is going to play a big, big role in what we do in 2018. And I want you to have that support. You'll find me in both communities. I lead one and help support the other. So we got you covered in either one or both if you want to dive into both. Different goals, different pathways, different points of view. One is completely goddess centered and the other one is just hodgepodge spiritual community. So at least pick one if you don't dive into both. And at the very least, check them both out, because I think you'll find something there. But that's it for this video, loves. I hope I will catch you in the next one. And until then, blessed be.